Hey guys, it's Keeps here, and welcome to another video in the RB Leipzig series. This is episode 7 now, and we're currently in mid-March going into the second leg of our Champions League first knockout round. The last time we left you, we just lost 1-0 to Bayern, and as you can see since then, the form has been poor, to say the least. We haven't lost in the league since, however, majority of the draws haven't been good. So we'll just have a look at them one by one. So we've got the Werder Bremen game here. Very good result, very good game. Probably the best I've played since the last episode. So we can't complain too much of that. As you can see, almost the whole team playing extremely well, and Werner getting back on the score sheet, which was always a bonus for us there. Moving on to the next one, a one each draw against Schalke. We did not play well at all. We got an early goal, conceded in a late equaliser, but we didn't play well. We had a lot of possession, but looking at the highlights, we did kind of pass it around the back, side to side passing at the defence, and it really wasn't very progressive, which is not what we're looking for. Hence why we've only got 5 shots with 3 on target. I think that was from us just playing safe, really, that game. But we then had the important one. We had a first leg away, and as you can see, we performed really well. We kept the majority of the ball. Didn't get a lot of chances. They defended really well, to be fair. However, there's a lot of their shots came from outside the box. Didn't have a lot on target. At 1-0, we were thinking it'd be okay. We sat in defensive the last 10 minutes, and they broke us down twice, which was very disappointing. We were hoping to maybe take a 1-0 lead back, but it's going to make the next game that much harder now. Moving on, we returned to Bayer Leverkusen, and as you can see, it was quite a evenly contested match. We had some of the better chances, but it took us to the 81st minute for Thuram to score to put us ahead. Quite a physical match, as you can see, a lot of bookings for them, only one for us. But 16 fouls as well. But again, 3 points, job done for that one, as far as we're concerned. And then we came into the Hamburg one. It was one that we could have got caught out quite badly with. We were aware of the danger of coming into this one too complacent. So as you can see, full strength team, and we really went for it. And 6-0 scoreline. We performed really well that game. Credit to them, they did take the game to us in the second half. As you can see, we were 3-0 up at half time, but they really did take the game to us, and the Patrick Schick goal coming right at the end was probably a bit against the run of play at that point, really. Moving on to the Wolfsburg game, again, another really disappointing one. Too passive, keeping lots of the ball, but just making sure we're keeping the ball, really, instead of trying to play forward. It was quite disappointing, and only getting the point from an 88th minute own goal. Again, we'll take the point in the position we're in. However, we would have been looking for more from that game, really, considering how we've been playing up until then. And then the most recent game, Freiburg, 0-0. 0-0 at home is not really acceptable for how I've been playing. The two strikers in an off day. We did bring on Cunha, with Werner sitting on the bench because he was injured, and we wanted him fresh for the next game. So that might have been a reason. Poulsen and Schick don't have as good a partnership as Poulsen and Werner do. So, anything could have contributed to that, but 2 shots on target over 90 minutes isn't good enough. So I did give them a bit of a shouting after that game, but we move on and we've got the next game, which is the big one. So before we get into that, we'll just look at the league table. As you can see, we're now sitting in 5th, 1 point ahead of Hoffenheim, and potentially we could have been sitting 5 behind, but thankfully Schalke did lose their most recent game against Borussia Dortmund, as you can see. So we'll be looking to try and take advantage of that. The 3 teams above us have been dropping points recently, as you can see. Bayern drawn a couple after they beat us, sorry, and they've not dropped a lot of points. But Gladbach the same, they haven't dropped lots of points. After we beat them, they went on a run that they've just lost. But Schalke have certainly been losing points recently, so we'll be looking to take advantage in that front. And having Werner scoring again was a big bonus for us. But we look at the DFB Pokal. We're now in the semi-final against Gladbach. Now, when we look at our recent fixtures, You look about halfway down there. Borussia Mönchengladbach, we beat them 5-0 at home. So we take a lot of confidence going into that game that we can certainly get the job done and get ourselves into a cup final, which would be excellent for the first season, especially with the way we started. I was quite disappointed with how my tactics worked out, so the change was needed, and we seem to be faring a lot better defensively. But we're still just lacking that edge going forward that we could really take us to the next level, which is disappointing considering the two strikers we have. But they're still scoring goals, they're still creating goals. It's just those 0-0s and the 1-1s that are really disappointing us. So I just wanted to take focus on the finances again. I know we've spoken about this over a couple of episodes, but it just is keeping on decreasing. So I think the board are really going to hope that we can push into that top three, because if we go to the competitions and we look at the awards, or is it? Yeah. So you look at that top three or top four compared to your fifth place that we're sitting in just now, it is quite a big jump in prize money, which would be massive for the club to get back on their feet here. And then when we go and look at the DFB Pokal as well, it's not a great amount of prize money for winning the tournament. So yeah, so you do get 2.4 million appearance money, but it's not a big competition really. It doesn't kind of command a certain fee with it, so we'll be looking for that. We are expecting it to be Bayern in the final, of course. Bayer Leverkusen have not been good this season at all. They're sitting down in 14th, only 4 points above relegation. So if we were to get them in the final, we'd be happy with that. The manager performance obviously hasn't been the greatest, but it's what we have to expect with how we've been playing. And so we'll get into this game. So we're 3-0 down from the first leg. We're going with a 3-5-2 because we really need goals and we really need to push forward. So we're going with this and we'll see how we get on. So as you can see, they're set up in a 4-3-3, just as we'd expect. It's a very strong team they're going with. So we're going to have to be really good here to be able to get anything from this game. We're going to say we owe them for the last match in the attack. I'm expecting quality finishing out there, and we'll get in. So hopefully, pushing forward, we can definitely score some goals at home, press them high up the pitch. This isn't the greatest start by the looks of things. 6 minutes in, 7 minutes in, they're in the attack. Yeah, Glass making a good save there, but not the greatest start. Obviously, we don't want key highlights coming this early, especially not for them. Normally it's us getting these early highlights, so we need to improve this right now, really, or else the game's just got to run away from us. We've got another highlight for them by the looks of it. Certainly liking the wing play, but oh, here we go. Some good play here, and Werner just can't put it past Courtois. Yeah, so that was a good little spell there for us. No, we're getting very little of the ball, but if we can make use of the possession that we get, then I'll be happy. Again, we're passing it really well here, taking it into tight areas, creating another half chance there. So we certainly are looking a lot more threatening this game than we did in the away leg. That is a big blow. So we'll have to put Limer out there. He can't really play, and we'll bring in Nicholas Dorsch. That's a big blow. Halstenberg's been one of our top performers in this formation. Hopefully it doesn't take too much out of us. That would have been disappointing to concede before the half-time whistle. But we get them in at 0-0. We still need 3 goals to take it to extra time, and we also need them to not score. So we'll just say the same again. and we'll send him back out with demand more. You can see if Upamecano pressured, but he's probably needed to. He's in the left side. Kevin Bale coming in on you, it's not going to be easy. But scoring now would be perfect if we're able to just get one across the line now. Give us that a little bit extra, but it's not going to happen. Here come Real Madrid by the looks of it. Yeah, passing side to side, typical of them. Galassi taking it well there. So we're now getting to a bit of desperate time, needing 3 goals against one of the best teams in the world. We are going to just make one change that might surprise some of you, might not. But so Campo will come off with Dorsch moving there. Schick going up top to go 3 when advanced forward. And we're also going to take off Michele for Sabitzer. It's an interesting change. We are going to go for this. We really need the game. Whether we lose by 5 now or not, it doesn't really matter. But we need goals. So bringing in players like this could just change that our way. As you can see already, creating chances. We've got 3 defenders up against their 2 centre halves. 3 attackers up against their 2 centre halves. So it's certainly going to cause some interesting duels over the next 15 minutes. But with the game almost over, it looks like we are going to be going out. Maybe just get a goal soon. And that would really give us a bit of confidence going into the rest of the league. But we've seen, the 3 strikers have certainly made an impact. Poulsen getting free there. We've had our chances, don't get me wrong, we have. But they've defended well. Again, they've dominated possession. And a 0-0 draw, it's not the worst way to drop out of the competition, but we felt that we could have got something from that game, especially the way we attacked. But 8 million, that's a good bit in the bank. That takes us positive for now. So disappointing end to the episode, we're dropping out of Europe, but it means that we've got a lot more focus in the league to get that bigger prize money, and obviously, hopefully we can take the DFB Pokal. So that's been this episode, guys. I hope you've enjoyed. I'll probably take you up to the semi-final next game so that you can see that, and hopefully next time we see you we'll be sitting waiting to get into a final. Right, thanks for watching, and we'll see you next one. Cheers.